welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick, the wicketkeeper here.
Gabe, the night watchman.
And ladies and gentlemen, Gabe, strap yourself in because this is going to be like a 15 or a 20 dislike video. I'm calling it right now. That's right. All of you that watch our videos just to be the first to dislike, this is going to be your kind of fodder right here because we are going to be talking about one of our, what type of video is this, Gabe?
Cricket Convos, people. And right. I tell you right now, I got hit up on Twitter and it was like, yo, have you seen this yet? And I looked at this and my jaw dropped. And I'll tell you why my jaw dropped in a minute. Obviously, if you guys saw the title of the video, you got a little, you know what we're alluding to. But I want to give credit where credit's due. Who was the one that sent it to me?
John's period.
No. Laughter Express retweeted John's. Laughter Express, long time subscriber. Yeah. And he's like, listen, check this out. And I'm like, what? Because people were clowning my West Indies. They're like, yeah, the West Indies doesn't focus on tests. They focus on T20 and, really, they focus on an IPL because the West Indies cricket board just doesn't play their players. And, people were trashing like, oh, the West Indies, mind you, me, Renil, a whole bunch of us also trashed our own West Indies cricket board. But here's the title. England players could miss New Zealand tests to play IPL knockouts. How does England feel about that? Oh man. Like, and you know what? They got and I don't know if they did this just for clickbait, but on the ESPN Cricket Info site, Nick, they got Archer and they got Ben Stokes on there. Like, yeah, I guess y'all not gonna have them. I'm blown. I guess it's not just the West Indies. Oh man, I'm just saying.
Listen, I can't wait. I cannot. It's like get a nice juicy steak. Sorry if you're a vegetarian out there. A nice juicy steak, and I can't wait to bite into it. Listen, for all those, and we love our audience. Don't get me wrong. Okay, this is a lot of tongue in cheek. Okay, if you can't sense it, you might want to leave the video right now. There's gonna be a whole lot of tongue in cheek. But for all the haters out there, all the people that say, Gabe and Nick, if you mention Test and IPL in the same sentence again, we're going to destroy you all. They never say that, but you know what I'm saying. Right. This right here mentions it all. That England players are sitting there saying, Test, New Zealand, IPL. They're saying it themselves. They know what's up because you got a whole lot of this. And you're right. It's hilarious. They put Stokes and Archer on blast. They're like, whoa, why you got to put us on the picture right there? But we know, or we assume that our boy Jofra Archer, the returning MVP, he wants to defend that crown. Yeah, exactly. A little incentive.
You know whose fault this is? I blame Patty Cummings. 2 mil? Everybody was like, what? How much? For what was it? Like 7 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is. What? Oh man, listen. I'm sorry, ICC board or BCCI or whatever cricket board you play for. I'm sorry, Australian Cricket Board. 2 mil? Y'all gonna cover that? Nah, see ya. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna cover that?
You know what I'm saying? Bro, they gave him 2 mil for like 6 weeks. Listen.
So wait, I know. Wait, hold on. You said that Patty Cummins was talking to Hockley, right? And he said, listen, they're offering me $2 million. Can you cover that? You're saying Hockley said, have fun?
Have fun. We'll see you when you get back.
Have fun.
You got the old, the stereotype about, the jock, right? The prototypical athlete. And, they can't do math. And they can all do 2 mil in 6 weeks. All right, cousin. Listen, they don't need it. It's really, really simple. I can get 2 mil over a decade playing for the West Indies, if I'm lucky. Test team, or I can listen. My West Indies cricket board isn't paying anybody 2 mil for no season, let alone it may take them a decade to make that kind of money. It's a business decision. So I don't blame these players, and I know I'm gonna get crushed. in the comments because I said this before. But you got to feed their family. Don't be mad at the players. Don't be mad at the IPL. Be mad at the West Indies cricket board. Now, oh, I'm loving it. Be mad at the English cricket board. Okay, listen, they should be right now lined up, bro. Lined up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here? We're losing our players for IPL, right? Against New Zealand. It'd be glorious too if it was at home. I hope this test is at home and they get beat like at Lords. It'd be like another one. Instead of the Ashes, it'll be the Ashes Part 2. The day cricket died in England. You know what I'm saying, bro? Oh, yeah. That's hilarious.
The funniest thing about this title to me, and again, if you guys don't know tongue in cheek, bye. Like the funniest thing about this is it says England players could miss New England tests to play IPL knockouts. We're talking about the playoffs, right? Unless I'm wrong, they don't decide who's in the playoffs at the beginning of the season. They're saying there's a chance the IPL season happens at this time, and there's a chance my team's in the IPL knockouts. I'm just telling you, I'm going to be over there playing the IPL if that happens. I mean, that's a bold statement, my friend.
Listen, what are they going to do? They're going to drop Ben Stokes? They're going to drop Archer? We just saw what happened in India, bro. They can't afford to drop those dudes. They're like, all right, have fun, come back. We'll take you as soon as you get back. Now, if you're playing on a team that's a lot harder to get on, that's you got a lot more competition, or if you're a younger guy, you might be like, yeah, I can't afford to make that decision. I'm going to get dropped. You know what I mean? But if you're Ben Stokes, what are they really going to drop you? Really? You know what I'm saying? If you're Jofra Archer, are they really going to drop you? Really? And it's funny because then they blow up England, by the way. England fans, you should all be mad at cricket, ESPN Cricket Info, because under the same article, then they get it in big, bold print. And then in tiny fine print, there's South African players likely to miss the start of the white ball season versus Pakistan because of IPL as well, all right? But they're not throwing the South African players under the bus, man. Oh, ESPN Quick Info, what did England ever do to you? I'm just saying, guys. I'm not lying. Look at the articles right there. Check it out. Why they only put them in bold?
We're going to post the article in the description box. We're going to read some of it in a second, but this is my analogy for this situation, okay? You meet a fairly attractive woman and you convince her to marry you, okay? And you got the wedding date and you have the gall to tell this woman, hey, my ex-girlfriend was super hot, all right? If in the event she comes a-calling on our wedding day, I'm just saying in that event, I won't be there. I'll be with my ex-girlfriend. So if you're okay with that, then we'll still get married. But if she shows up, adios. That's my analogy for this.
This is like Ross's list on Friends, all right, dude? You know what I mean? It's on the list. I get a freebie. You know what I'm saying? They go right to the cricket board. Bro, it's IPL. It's a freebie. Y'all already know. It's a freebie. It's on my list. My agent worked it out. I'm allowed to do this. You know, I'm interested to see, and I'm going to try to do some research on it, how many players have missed, like, literally tests to go play BBL or tests to go play in some of the smaller T20 leagues. And the thing is, I mean, some of the money is outrageous. I was just reading an article that there's going to be a bidding war for Steve Smith. And I'm like, are you serious right now? I think, is it Kings 11? Punjab? I'm sorry, no longer Kings 11. They dropped the Kings, the 11 off of the title. Now it's Punjab Kings. All right, PK, baby. They dropped everybody. All right, that's probably why they dropped the Kings 11 off of their the 11 off of their name, because they dropped everybody. They got 53 cores, Nick. They got that dough to spend. My dude, CSK got like 20. They got like 23. Dude, it's going to be no bidding war. I'm telling you right now, they're buying everyone, the Kings 11. They're so upset at what happened last year. Could you imagine the universe boss along with Smudge? Oh my gosh, dude. It's disgusting.
Is that why they took out the 11? They're like, okay, KL Raul, Mohamed Shami, Chris Gale, Nicholas Puran. No, we don't have 11 Kings. We only got 4 of them. So Mayank Agarwal. Sorry, I forgot about you. We only got 5. We don't even have 11 right now. Drop the name. We can't lie to the people.
Bro, honestly, I wonder if Cottrell knew that, his first appearance was going to be his last appearance because he got blown up and then got dropped, bro.
How dare you with the Cottrell drive-by? Why would you hit that?
Bro, he didn't see the field again. And then they were like, you know what? Just give us a jersey. We can still unstitch the name off the back.
Is there an unwritten rule that says when a man gets up 60, he's got to be booted out of the IPL? Is 60 really a lot in 4 overs?
Apparently not the guys like Udicat. Just saying, you know what I'm saying?
They said it happened to Kuldeep Yadav. He gave up 64 for crying out loud. They said, bye, just keep walking.
Bro, Kuldeep gave up 64 and he's been in hiding for 2 years. They couldn't find him. I'm saying, bro, his picture was on the back of milk boxes. They could not find him, bro. He was in hiding, just like trying to recover. You know, after giving up 64 in the inning, honestly, you probably aren't back laid out, you know, with a therapist talking to you. Is like, it's okay. It happens to everybody. It was Sarjar. Okay, the boundaries are only 60. They gotta give you therapy after that, bro.
It was Sharjah. You're out of control. I want to read some of this article just so we can give some actual truth to what we're saying. It says England's leading multi-format cricketers, including Ben Stokes, Jofra Archer, and Joss Butler, could be forced to miss the two-test series against New Zealand in June due to a clash with the knockout phases this year's IPL. The trio, all of whom played for Rajasthan Royals, are the most prominent IPL players in England's test setup. Although Chris Wokes, Sam Curran, and Johnny Bairstow also could be affected. Mark Wood is another potential absentee. Currently, the IPL has yet to announce the dates for this year's tournament. So, like what I said at the very, very beginning of this video, we're going to get a lot of dislikes because we couldn't help ourselves to have a lot of fun with that headline. When you look at the actual article, it's talking about how, I guess, some kind of clash with the contracts, right? Some clash with the contracts and the scheduling where they're going to be forced to go to IPL over the tests because obviously whoever's building those contracts, they have higher value with the IPL than with the test. Me and Gabe have said it many, many times. We prefer tests over any other format.
We do.
Even though it takes longer, even though it takes more of our time, we prefer it because it's such a beautiful format. But IPL is just like that candy and that popcorn constantly. There's a whole bunch of eyeballs constantly on the IPL. That's the crazier thing, is that test that's been around. It's the granddaddy for crying out loud. IPL being that new baby takes precedence. That's crazy to me.
Bro, I mean, unfortunately, when you're an athlete, you got to realize something. You got about a 10-year window. At least American athletes do, okay? You got about a 10-year window to make as much money for you and yours as possible. Because this is what happens. Once you become an athlete and you're a pro athlete, you get 36 relatives you never even met coming out the woodworks, all right? A distant cousin who's married to your aunt and is blood by, they found you on 23andMe, somehow like that, is going to come out the woodworks. So you've got to take care of a lot of people. And at least here in America, many of these athletes forego completing their education, or if they do, have you looked at some of the, I'll give you an example. Your boy who graduated from USC, Mark Sanchez, had a degree in basket weaving. Okay, I'm exaggerating there, tongue in cheek.
Hey, it was USC actually has a great basket weaving program. Okay?
It was actually, I apologize, it was a degree in leisure studies and home ec, something like that, and home ec or whatever. I'm like, what? He gets degrees in what? But again, these guys literally are going to school just to showcase their skills and be athletes. Now, what do they do at the end of their career? Mark Sanchez has been done. What's he doing now? He was a personable guy, I know, so he does Saturday morning college football as an announcer. Not everybody gets that opportunity. Okay, there's not enough announcing positions available. There's not enough coaching positions available to take care of all these players after their short 10-year, 15-year run, whatever it is. So what are you going to do for the rest of your life? So you've got to accumulate as much money as possible to take care of your family, all right, to pay for these houses and cars and education. Like, you're an athlete now, you're a superstar, you can't live in the same a spot you lived at before, because now everybody there knows who you are, so it almost forces you to moves for privacy and safety. Again, you got to think of it from the athlete's perspective. And again, I'm biased because I got pro athletes in my family, so I understand the commitment it takes. But you got to understand that, listen, these guys sacrifice a lot to be there, and they got a short window. Forget about that. There's also the guys that get injured. They don't last 10 years. You can go out after 3 or 4 years and you're done, cousin. What are you going to do for the next 40 or 50 in your life? Hopefully you made some money and made some wise investments. So, you know, as much as we love tests, and we've said it a million times, we'll take tests over IPL. We'll take tests over ODI. We'll take tests over any other format. You can't blame the athletes that are saying, listen, I got to do what I got to do because I got to make this money. So that's my personal opinion on it, Nick.
Yeah, and again, the crazier thing, we're having a lot of fun with this, but the crazier thing is that even if they want to take that stance, it sounds like it's not even in their hands. It sounds like based on the contracts with the IPL, with COVID and IPLs going all over the place, when are we going to start, that takes precedence over, you know, Test cricket. I almost couldn't say it right there. Test cricket. And that's crazy, but it's understandable. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed our video. We hope you stayed the entire time before you start going crazy and say, you guys don't know what you're talking about, because it was just too much fun to pass up and not joke around about. If you liked what you saw here, go ahead and give us a like. It really, really helps. We say it all the time. It helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Let us know what your thoughts are. And, you know, Gabe was given this awesome article by Laughter Express. If you have great articles that you want us to have cricket convos on, if you're liking this segment, then go ahead and get those in. These are, you know, super easy videos to produce and to edit. We really appreciate it. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.